What's up, traders? So today we're going to discuss Nvidia's earnings, where I think it's going from here, and how I would trade it moving forward. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Rashad. I am a full-time options trader, and I bring in multiple six figures a year from the stock market, and I use the money I make from the stock market in order to pay for my entire lifestyle. Now, before we begin, I need you to smash the like button. All right, so you can either smash it, you can gently touch it. However you want to connect with the like button, please do so accordingly. All right, over the last 3 videos, we have gotten well over 500 likes, and we want to set the new target to 1,000. So make sure we get over 1,000 likes, and we can get there with your help. And do remember that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. All trading comes with risk. I'm just showing you how I've built wealth over time. Now, before we discuss Nvidia, I want to give a quick shout out to a few of our members in the Trade to Freedom community. We often share both our wins and our lessons, but one of our members, John, implemented a new strategy that I created a little over a month ago and made over $6,000 in a single day. Now, this specific strategy here is for our 0 DTE day traders. However, we do have other strategies like our monthly income strategies that are for people who are more busy. But he wrote, it was good to see how everything came together with a debit stop loss. I have only been in the community a couple of weeks, and due to account size, I have been limited to $200 to $400 gains on the 0 DTE trades, and typically 1 trade per day. Well, today my stop loss was triggered and it ran big time. Now, if only I can get that trailing stop loss thing to work. I missed out on some gains, didn't want to be greedy. Thanks, Rashad, for introducing the method of stop loss to the community. And you can see down here that he made well over $6,000 in a single day. All right, so shout out to John on the huge win, but let's take a look at another win. So Cody wrote, largest win in recent history using 0 DTE debit stop loss, was able to walk away with $12,000 from all of my accounts. This is the benefit of using this style of stop loss. When we get a large 2 standard deviation move, it prints money. I exited everything by 1:29 p.m. Could have made more, but I'm happy. Thanks, Rashad, for introducing this style of stop loss. So huge congrats to Cody. $12,000 in a single day is amazing. Now, these type of gains do not happen every single day. So don't join the community thinking you're going to make $12,000 a day. All right, typically we focus on consistent and reliable income day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. However, I did recently create a strategy that can turn what would have been really bad days into really, really good days, which is what we can see here. Okay, but if you know anybody who could use help generating income off the cash that they already have, then tell them about the Trade to Freedom community. The link is in the description below. But not only will they get to see my exact trades when I enter them, but they'll also get my entire options course. Thirdly, they'll have access to ask me questions at any given time. And lastly, they'll be within a community of other traders who all have the exact same goals as them. So if you do know anybody, send them the link below right in the description. But without further ado, let's discuss Nvidia. All right, so as I'm recording this video, Nvidia is up about 4%. And I gave you guys a play last week. So if you took advantage of that play, then you made money today. But let's discuss how Nvidia did during their earnings. So we can see Nvidia beats on earnings and revenue as data center sales jumped 73%. And this article says the key points are Nvidia reported better than expected earnings and revenue on Wednesday as the company's booming data center business recorded year-over-year growth above 73%. The stock rose about 6% in extended trading, and overall revenue grew 69% during the quarter, and sales in the company's data center division, which includes AI chips and related parts, grew 73%. So a company of this size still doing this type of growth is unprecedented. We've never had a $3 trillion company that is growing their sales at this type of pace. But let's dig a little deeper into the article. So we can see earnings per share. They did 96 cents versus the 93 cents that was expected. And for revenue, they did 44 billion versus the $43 billion expected. So amazing growth. Nvidia said it expects about $45 billion in sales in the current quarter versus estimates of $45.9 billion in sales in the July quarter. The company said its guidance would have been about $8 billion higher, except for the lost sales from a recent export restriction on its China-bound H20 chips. During the quarter, the US government informed Nvidia that its previously approved H20 processor for China would require an export license. Nvidia said it incurred $4.5 billion in charges related to excess inventory for the chip and would have recorded $2.5 billion in extra sales if the chip hadn't been restricted. Nvidia said its gross margin of 61% for the quarter would have been 71.3% if not for the China-related charge. So it's even more crazy to think that although the current administration is kind of holding them back, that they are still winning this fight when it comes to growing their business, which is crazy to think. Like, how do you have $8 billion of missed revenue and you still beat expectations? And that just shows you the opportunity that Nvidia is taking advantage of. But now that we know how Nvidia did over the last 3 months, let's take a look at a little bit more data so we can see where Nvidia is going from here and how I would trade it. So looking at Nvidia currently, we can see it's a $140 stock and it's up about 4% today. And what I do want to point out is if we look at this chart over here, so there's a good chance had you have bought shares, let's see, way back in June of last year, that you're just now at the break-even point. But however, we in the community have been running the wheel strategy on Nvidia over the last year, and we've made tens of thousands of dollars off of this stock. And I've also traded the leverage ETF for Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDX. And you can see NVDX here is just an $11 stock. And due to that, it's a lot easier for people with smaller accounts to trade it. However, it is a 2x leverage ETF to Nvidia. And so it is really great for very short-term trades. However, I typically never like to hold shares of leverage ETFs for long periods of time because they tend to underperform whatever stock or sector that they follow over long periods of time. But that there is an option, and both I and members of the community have traded it over the last year and made tens of thousands of dollars off of it. Now, looking at analyst targets for Nvidia, and I don't believe that these have been updated just yet because these numbers will likely move higher after the information that we received during earnings. But we can see out of 44 analysts, they collectively have it as a strong buy, and they have it as a high target of $220 and a mean target of $167, and someone has it as a low target of $100. However, typically when I look at analyst targets, I like to focus a bit more on the mean target. So that will put us at $167 and it's currently trading for only $140. So that means that analysts do believe that it has some more room to run. But like I said, these numbers have not been updated since the earnings that happened just last night. So there is a good chance that these numbers could move higher. But let's take a look at the chart and see where we think it is going moving forward. All right, so currently trading at 140, we can see the candle right here. And what I do want to point out is that it still has not reached its all-time high, which it reached just on January 7th. And the all-time high was $153.13. And so the next level for Nvidia to break would be the $150 level. Anytime you get increments of $50 or $100, you'll often see huge levels of support or resistance. So it's going to take a lot of buying pressure for one to get over the $150 level. And then once it surpasses that, it will have to get past its all-time high, which is 153. And once it surpasses that, then the next level where it should see some resistance is 200. And while I do think that Nvidia will reach those levels by next year, 2026, it's going to take a lot of buying pressure in order for that to happen. And so due to those reasons, and because it is up so much over the last month and a half, I personally wouldn't be buying leaps here. I would wait for a pullback and for it to get closer to the bottom of the Bollinger Band. And so because I'm in a position where I need to wait in order to do leaps on Nvidia, well, why not do a strategy where we can get paid just to wait around? So I believe that I will be selling puts in order to buy Nvidia at a cheaper price in the future. And for doing so, I'll get paid to wait around. Now, when I'm selling puts, there's a few data points that I like to look at. And the first one is always the Bollinger Bands. So the Bollinger Bands are these black lines here, but they just aim to show you the range that a stock is expected to trade within. And so the middle line is the 20-day moving average, and the top line is 2 standard deviations above it, and the bottom line is 2 standard deviations below it. And you can see most of the time the stock actually trades within the Bollinger Bands. Some days it may pop out, but it always pops back in. You'll see that pattern happening over and over again. However, most of the time it trades within the Bollinger Band. So what I want to do with selling puts is I want to select a strike price that is somewhere near the bottom line. And the bottom line we can see is at $121.25. So we'll just call it $121 to make it easy. But that's all the information I need from the charts. So now let's look at the expected move. All right, so here we are at the expected move page. And the next thing we need to do is select our expiration date. So I typically go up to 45 days out. However, I think for this, I want to collect some monthly premium. So I'm going to go around 30 days out. So it looks like this date that is 29 days out from now is perfect. But we can see that the expected move is 8%. So that is an 8% move upwards or downwards that the options market currently has priced in for this stock by this expiration date. And the lower price will have us at $129.85. All right, so now we have some information. The Bollinger Band said 121, the expected move said 129, and normally in this case, I would select the more conservative of the two. So that would be the Bollinger Band's 121 price. However, I'm very bullish on Nvidia and the opportunity that is at hand. So I'm going to go somewhere in the middle. So I'm just going to do 125. And if you want to get access to this information, I use a website called barchart.com. However, when you use the link below in the description, you'll get your first 30 days for free. So go ahead, feel free to test it out. And I use this website every day for its advanced screeners. And that is how I find the best trade opportunities day in and day out. So go ahead and try it out for absolutely free the first 30 days. The link is in the description below. But let's go ahead and head over to thinkorswim and look at a potential trade. So here we are at Nvidia's options chain, and we said we were going 29 days out. So we'll go ahead and select that expiration date. And now the next data point that I look at is the delta. So the delta column is here, but I look at the delta as the probability of the event occurring. And I typically stay below a 0.20 delta. So at a 0.20 delta, that's saying there's about a 20% chance that Nvidia drops down to that strike price by that expiration date. But if we look at the strike that we selected, which was 125, we can see it's a delta of 0.16. So that fits our requirements very nicely. And we can see at the bid and ask price, we would receive anywhere between $146 to $149 right here, right now, if we were to sell a put. And I think that that sounds good to me. So I'll go ahead and click it, and we can see our ticket is loaded. We are going to go ahead and sell. And from here, you just need to select how many contracts you would like. And that is totally up to you and your account size and your risk tolerance. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to do 3 contracts. All right, so remember, we are agreeing to buy 100 shares of the company per contract that we have. And so at the $125 strike, I'm agreeing to buy $12,500 of Nvidia per contract if it drops down below $125 by our expiration date. And if it does, I keep the premium I received, and I get the shares of a company that I really wanted to buy at the price that I wanted to buy it at, and I still get to keep the premium I received. However, if the stock price stays above $125, then we just keep the premium we received and we go about our day, and we could do that trade over and over and over again. All right, but we'll come over here, we'll select the mid price, and it looks like right now it's about 142. And if we're ready to place the trade, we'll just go ahead and hit review and place the trade. However, let's take a look at the P&L chart. So we can see, looking at that number there at the top left, that we received $426 right here, right now for placing that trade. And these green dots here are currently where the stock price is. And that number at the top left shows you how much the contract will be worth on expiration date. So we can see that if Nvidia stock price just stays exactly where it's at, then we just keep that $426 we received and we go about our day. If Nvidia stock price goes up, we just keep the $426 we received and we go about our day. If Nvidia stock price were to go down, we just keep the $426 we received and we go about our day. However, if the stock price were to drop below $125, then you can see we start to make less and less and less money. And then our break-even mark is right around $123.56. And then if the stock price were to go down even more, then the contracts become worth less and less. However, we were fine with that because we were fine with purchasing Nvidia at $125. And if you're not fine with purchasing the shares at $125, then don't select the strike of $125. Select something less. All right, but I do believe that Nvidia is an amazing company that will continue to grow over long periods of time. And I believe that this is how I plan on trading it until we get a better opportunity to buy leaps. But that is it for this video. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you have a blessed day. And again, if you know anybody who would like to join the Trader Freedom community, tell them about it. The link is in the description below. But I will see you guys on the next one. Peace!